Greetings, it's Grover here, going through one of my replays for King George the Fifth. On the North American server, I am top tier at tier 7. You may notice that there are 2 tier 4 CVs per side. There may have been a small fail div. Always brings a smile to my eye seeing this. Now this is an interesting game. Halfway through, I was very despondent. I thought we had lost this one.
Let's kick some ass.
So I've only got a 12-point captain in the King George, built for survivability. So as you can see, my concealment is 12.7. I do have AP loaded just because it's a BB heavy game. From memory, I do change to HE. HE I found is more consistent. Don't get me wrong, the AP on the King George is quite nice, but you want to be fairly close. At range, I found the HE is more consistent, as much as that hurts me to say. I love firing my battleship AP rounds, and having to resort to HE to get like 6 or 7k salvos and a fire, it just feels wrong for me. Even if it does work, it still just feels wrong. New York's hopefully the lucky recipient for a first salvo. I think this is bugged. Even though it says I've got AP loaded, I'm pretty sure those were HE shells. So even though we've got a Nicholas, he's behind our cruiser. He's the failed div with the tier 4 CV. I'm not confident to push out. So far I can see there's at least a Bayern, a New York and a Shores coming to this flank, and there's me and a Miyoko. So I'm using this island on estuary to just break the line of sight. So if I do have to go dark from taking too much fire, I can just run to the island in front of me to break that line of sight. And hopefully as the enemy come north of that delta cap point, it should give me a chance to pick the engagements 1v1. New York has re-engaged. Yeah, that's definitely HE shells. Heavy D. Torpedo hit protection, 1 fire. Any DCPs? Thank you, New York. Thank you. King George rate of fires, not terrible. These guns aren't looking at me. Well, we've lost an Emerald. 1 lucky fire in the New York. Now that's going to stick at least for another 45 or 50 seconds, depending on his build. I am pretty optimistic with this because he did DCP 1 fire. This will stay for a while. Still shooting more AP. I am trying to get another cheeky fire into him. Does a fairly good salvo at me in reply. No, the New York evades me with his agility. Not many people will say that about New York. Usually they're everyone's favourite targets at these mid-tier. So we still don't have the cap. The Nicholas, for whatever reason, is not confident to engage the Delta cap. Their 1DD, the Nicholas, has been only sighted on Alpha cap. Their CVs haven't flown too much over Delta, but the Nicholas has refused to engage for whatever reason. Now that's a much better salvo. 6k, 2 fires. The Bayern's probably going to DCP that. I still feel very cheap using HE. After this video, I'm going to think I have to have a shower just because it's HE HE. If you've never played the King George, I do recommend it. It is a fun boat. We're down the second boat. We've just lost our Nyoko. The Bayern made short, lovely work of him. He was caught broadside north of the island. The Bayern came around within his detection range and blacked him. So we've got a October Revolution and New Mexico joining this fight. It's not looking good. We've only got our starting cap, enemies up to 2. The western flank only have 3 boats and they are disengaging, it looks like, against 4 or 5. Similar here, we've got 4 boats. We've got a Scharnhorst that looks like he's AFK, but I'm the highest here, so it's probably the onus is on me that we're not engaging so much, but already I know I'm trying to mitigate what incoming fire I can. It's not that I don't want to engage, I'm not running away, I'm just trying to selectively stop being focused by 4 or 5 ships. One bad thing here for the enemy, they are literally all nearly down the 10 line, so they haven't gone near Delta Cap. They're a fair way out of the picture. There's another lovely sticky fire, 7k. And at this point, I start accelerating. I can see there's a Graf Spey coming through. There's a Duke of York. They've got lots of boats starting to push on this western flank, and I'm in a perfect position to cross map them. They're going to want to be nose in. AP this time. Let's see what she does. One sit. 10,500. Probably with HE would have been only one HE cell, but still, one sit makes me always feel better. The Graf Spey's in a tough spot. He's trying to go nose in to really mitigate the fire coming in from the 3 boats down south of Alpha, but he can't. So he goes broadside to those 3 rather than me. Maybe they just fired. Either way, he's going to give me his side again. Lovely blue AP shells coming out from the George. Now that was 6,500. When the King George AP works nicely on cruisers, when it does work, it is a beautiful sight. So enemies are finally on Delta Cap. We're in full flight on that flank. So I'm going around this corner. I'm trying to get onto their Bravo Cap, more so because I'm hoping there is a CV there. So New York got our October Revolution, our Colorado got their Duke of York, which is a good kill. Their Tier 7 BB, London's out. But looks like the replay's corrected itself. You can see here I've got HD load. Pensacola detonates the Nicholas. So we were literally behind the 8 ball, but now we're only 1 bullet down. Here's a Furitaka. Shuts out. HE Citadels. We're a bit behind, but you know what? That was a detonation. 2 pens, 1 Citadel, but he detonated, and we got the blue firecracker for an extra consumable. Yes, we know which captain I am using on the King George. So T6 CVs sending planes my way. There they are. Here's our Colorado, but theirs is actually fairly low as well.
Hopefully they'll do something stupid.
Not too bad. Just at the halfway point, 91,000 damage so far. Colorado's going nose into the Pensa, but this is rather good for me. For whatever reason, they are completely disrespecting the King George here. 2 fires. Nicholas got the bayonet. for all his passive play, he did get them. There goes Colorado. Looks like he's got 3 fires going. And I get the kill.
We've destroyed an allied battleship.
99,000. Planes keep coming in. We still only have our starting cap, but here I am asking the Pensacola if he's good to cap. I'm assuming that with the CV focusing me and their other ships focusing me, it's a perfect opportunity to secure this cap. Oh, look at this, a Langley. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. AP shells go out into a nose in Langley. Wow. There once was a Langley.
We've sunk an allied
2
battleship.
hits through the nose. Getting a cross dropped here between all the CV. There's a Shores. An appropriate name, Pyro. Pyro in a HE spam. So our Pensacola's found the double HE Citadel on the shores. Our Pensacola has found the Ryu, and rather than contest Alpha, get the cap for our points, unfortunately, I believe he should have still gone for the cap, but he disengages. He decides to try and 1v1 the CV. Can't go dark because I am the focus of their CVs. So we've still got the Shores, we've got the Nagado, we've got the Nelson and the New York. $140,000 damage, 11 fires so far. The Shores has come up. Looks like he's going to reverse, stay dark, whatever. Good vision by our CV. Oh, 100 hit points. This close. Their CV's focusing at Pence. At least that allows me to secure this cap. The Shores comes out for whatever reason. I thought he was going to back up and shoot over the island, but maybe he wants to reset me, but he's dead. There we go.
We've sunk an allied
5
aircraft
kill.
carrier.
The achievement didn't come up. That was a Kraken. Well, it says it in the chat. I've already got Confederate. They're not showing on the replay for some odd reason, but there was a Kraken. I've got a Nelson now coming through the gap. He is fairly healthy. Foolishly here, I try and we lost the Pensa. Rather, he should have gone for the cap. That's still my opinion. I try and get fires. I got a double here on the Nagado. This is a mistake on my part. Rather than starting to prep for the Nelson that I knew that was coming through, I try and get more fires onto the Nagado. Oh, that one salvo did hurt. Nicholas finally goes down. 4K, no fire. So here I see the Nelson approaching. This is really on me. I'm being selfish. I'm going, I can get another salvo off on the Nagado and then I can turn to engage the Nagado, but it's a mistake. I shouldn't be reversing here. I should be going forward. There we go. Double fire on the Nagado. I'm dark at least, so I'm finally going to secure this cap. At this point I realise it's too late. Yeah, selfish play. Turn on to AP because I'm thinking I'm going to get the Nelson through the nose. That was a waste of a salvo, only 1 pen. Here's my mistake. Look at Louis lose over half of what remains of my aiming for the cheek of the Nelson and did nothing. 6 ricochet. another 8 ricochet. He's got a fire on him, but really wasted. I try AP again. I should have just gone HE from the get-go, but I am uber struggling now. Completely focused by the CV. Terrible decision. 5 ricochet.
5 minutes.
That's a little bit better. Trying to go for the guns by bits. Get another fire with my secondaries. Six kills. 6 kills, but I'm not long for this world. Down. The Nagato secures me. This game does go on. Our CV, New Mex and Sharnhorse cap Alpha. They finish off the Ryu, and in a clutch moment, they also secure the Nagato. But having a look, here's the end base XP. King George, 6 kills, wonderful number of planes. I still think it's a great boat, top tier, even low tier. Yeah, I don't like HM battleships, I'm really low on the Royal Navy battleships, but when it's a tool in your arsenal, and that seems to be its portrayed strength, use it early on. I used it early on, don't get me wrong, I do go to AP still. If there are cruisers or there are soft battleships, please use your AP on the King George, it is beautiful. And the end damage, you can see here, 188,000. We've got a Confederate, 2 devastating strikes, the Kraken and the High Caliber. So it was a wonderful King George game. Do consider, again, trying the AP. The HE is quite effective early on, but if it's a cruiser heavy game, if they're giving you side, do use your AP. I'm going to leave this replay here. I must say thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the content, please click that follow button, and I will see you out there. Take care, everyone.